fully charged for their food, medicine, and basic needs. Ramshackle dormitories, functional toilets, it's good time for them. Human consumption. Barometer. For example, they like hot water and showers and are given food that is barely fit for human consumption. Unscrupulous contractors cover the countryside in search of homeless poor. The U.S. Labor Department investigates the complaints about abuse of myriad of complaints about abused workers, issues fines and revokes the license to contractors. Many such shady employers pay the fines which they to be expenses. Expenses and continue to run company stores that cheat workers, subjugate them drugs. Advances in their poultry wages. Poultry is small, very small, tiny wages at high interest rates, and they use violence against those whom they regard as troublemakers. Migratory worker from South Carolina claims to be paid just $6 in cash. What the hell? $6 in cash after deductions from his $158 page. Shabbily corrupt contractors. Until sufficient funds are allocated by state and federal agencies. Until they are It's terrible. So miserable. They only got $150. I mean, $6 out of $155. Crazy. Yeah. Homeless, itinerant. Shameful situation. This is very shameful. Plight. ひどい状態。The plight of the migrant farm worker. Plight of countries. Plight of tenant farmers.
Tenant.
Tenant. Tenant. Well. Tenant farmer. Tenant. Sarah. Toil. 6-7 days. これか。Toil.
Toil.
Toil and labor as long as may be necessary. Maybe necessary. Toil one's work. Toil away. To make a living. Toil hopelessly. Toil to make a living.
Ramshackle.
Their house in ramshackle dormitories. ramshackle. こんなとこに住んでんの？
Unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous. Unscrupulous. Unscrupulous. Unscrupulous culture.
Scour.
Scour the countryside in search of homeless. Scour the countryside in search of homeless, itinerant and employ the men and women, offering to put them to work good jobs, picking fruits and vegetables. Myriad of complaints about beautiful. Miserable situation.
And they obviously send a clear sign to the rest of the country of who's ahead, but clearly Mayor Bloomberg and his advisors say, hey, listen, there's another way to do this. There's another strategy here. It is definitely unconventional, but they think that it could work for him, Brad.
Well, he still hasn't necessarily gotten in the race yet. He's kind of...
I feel very proud, extremely proud being a part of this project. A reflection of the Nigerian never say die spirit.
a.m. in Immokalee, Florida. It's a dark morning under an overcast sky as Alejandrina Carrera begins the 40-minute walk to her sister's house to drop off her two small children. It's too early for them to go to school, and they're too young to stay home alone. But Alejandrina has a bus to catch. Every day, hundreds of migrant farm workers, like Alejandrina, come to this parking lot in the center of town, where they board old school buses that take them to the fields. Alejandrina picks tomatoes on a farm about 30 minutes away. She likes her job now and says she's treated with respect. But it wasn't always that way. Alejandrina came to Immokalee from Mexico more than 20 years ago. She was alone, just 14 years old, small, scared, and extremely vulnerable. She says it didn't take long for someone to take advantage of her. It happened at one of the first farms she worked at. She says her boss promised her a better job in a warehouse. But as soon as she got in his truck, he drove to a remote part of the farm, and she knew she was in trouble.
Y el Señor me dice, si no haces por las buenas.
He told me if we don't do this the easy way, we'll do it the hard way. I was afraid and trembling He tried to abuse me sexually, but he didn't get to because another worker heard me screaming and came to help me. The next day, the boss fired us both.
Agricultural workers are without a doubt the most vulnerable workers in the United States, and I would say across the world.
John S. Forms is co-owner of Sunripe Certified Brands, where Alejandrina works today.
Let's talk about reality here. This is farming. This is agriculture. Agriculture has, from the very early days of man farming and needing to have work, has been full of opportunities for abuse.
His family-owned farm is one of the largest in the U.S. and was the first to join the Fair Food Program, an innovative initiative that has been held up as the most comprehensive social responsibility program in U.S. agriculture. Today, nearly every farm in Florida has signed on. The program combines a set of high standards that includes monitoring the farms and educating the workers.
Buenos días.
Leonel Perez works for the Coalition of Immokalee Workers, or CIW, a nonprofit organization that developed the Fair Food Program. Today, CIW is holding a training session with farm workers, teaching them not only what rights they have, but what to do when those rights are violated. Leonel and the other educators here have first-hand knowledge because they are all former migrant farm workers themselves.
Lo más importante.
The most important thing for me is to be able to talk to other workers because I have a shared experience. I work in the fields too, and now we can work together to end worker abuse.
The Fair Food Program works because it has market consequences. If a farm violates the code of conduct, it is suspended from the program and cannot sell to participating buyers, which includes some of the biggest fast food restaurants and grocery stores.
That's awesome.
It all makes a big difference for those at the bottom of the supply chain,
Why are
like
they so
Alejandrina.
Voy a trabajar libremente, ya no
You can work freely. You're not going to be harassed. You're not going to be insulted. You're not going to be forced to work. There's more respect now.
These days, Alejandrina wakes up in the morning happy to come to work, proud to talk to her kids about the company she works for. And that, she says, is the biggest change of all. Amra Walker, CNN.
This is better situation compared to other workers working in poor and worse companies.
保育のお仕事で転職